child in a stable that was dirty and unclean and probably literally almost died. Because in those days, childbirthing was one of the most dangerous things to happen. And she had, as a 12 or 13-year-old, this baby in one of the dirtiest places on earth. And she survived, as did the baby. Think about a baby, also in the dirtiest of places. The story is about God, what God can do, and how God can change the world. The Magi followed the star, and they got to where Herod was. That's in Nazareth. It's 9 miles from Bethlehem. They followed the star, and they got stuck by 9 miles. And so they had to go see Herod. And Herod, think about it, Herod was a king. Herod was a ruler. He didn't want another king. He didn't want someone to change the world. He was frightened beyond belief. Because he was so frightened, he called the Magi in, and he said, yeah, I want to go pay him homage too. I want to go honor him. So once you find him, come back and tell me so that I too can go honor him. So the Magi continued. And this Magi was an entourage. It wasn't just 3 people. It was lots and lots of people. Because you didn't travel in those days with just 3 people. You might be killed. You traveled with lots and lots of animals and lots of people in order to stay safe and to have food. And so they traveled, and they made it to Bethlehem, to the house where Jesus was. And they went in and saw Mary and the child. Did you hear? That's the text. Mary and the child. Because it took them a while to get there. It wasn't just 12 days later. It took them a while to get there and to celebrate. And so they kneeled down and they honored Jesus. The Magi, these people of another country, came down and honored Jesus because they knew this child was going to change the world. So really, it's the Magi versus Herod. The Magi then heard in a dream. Remember we talked about dreams? Joseph had a couple of dreams that changed him. The Magi heard in a dream not to go back and tell Herod, because then Herod would come and kill him. But instead, as we heard last week, Herod came and killed all the children under the age of 2 in the area. The Magi went back to their own country after having honored Jesus, the light of Christ. Dreams, stories, traditions, all of that is part of the Christmas season. But now we move into the season of Epiphany. The light of Christ is shining. The Magi honor Jesus. Do we honor Jesus? How do we honor Jesus in our lives? Think about that. And as you're thinking about how you honor Jesus in your life, may this light shine. May this light shine. Thanks be to God. Amen. It's the first Sunday of the new year, and so we install all of our consistory members. So I invite you to come forward. Those of you who are consistory members, please come forward. Stand up here.